To go live. Okay. Yeah, I was kind of stuck in that pound yen trade. I think it's gonna be a C drop, but we did do dollar yen. Dollar yen was massive. I don't know, Lisa, did you get some dollar yen? Oh, oh, okay. Let me see. Here, let me mute myself here because I'm delayed and I'm disturbing myself with my with my delayed. Okay, and I'm actually going to. I feel generous today. We're gonna go ahead and copy the video URL. Let's go over to the Facebook group and invite those people over too. Join me for live Forex scalping on YouTube. YouTube. Yeah. Hopefully we can catch the. We'll see what the volume is like. It's 7:30. Up at 7:30 p.m. July 3rd. Okay, post. Okay. All right, all right, all right. Hi guys, Dr. Greg McLeod here. Happy Thursday. Well, actually Friday, if you're in Asia. It's already the 4th of July. Happy 4th of July. Happy birthday, United States of America. 249 years old. Don't look a day over 200. Isn't that great? We made it, guys. 249 years, and it's a great time. I'm old enough to remember the bicentennial, back in 1976. I was fourth grade, you know, and so it was really cool. We had a bicentennial quarter, and it's lots of parades. So this is gonna be a year-long celebration for the 250th year of our nation's history. So, um, happy birthday, America, and one of the greatest countries in the world. And I wish we were as free as Australia and New Zealand when it comes to forex trading, but we won't. We won't nitpick, right? Right? I have to put my little dig in there, right? Awesome, awesome, awesome. We're going to start trading the markets here. I love trading Asia. Again, my name is Dr. Gregory McLeod. I am the CEO and founder of the Elite Traders University. And I'm a 30-year trading veteran. I spent 10 years working at one of the largest Forex broker dealers in the world as a currency analyst, currency strategist, and trader coach. And so I worked on the other side of the screen, and I bring 30 years of experience. I traded currency options on the Chicago Board of Trade. So I've been trading before there was Forex. So it's so BF, the BC, BF, right? A lot of things have changed. A lot of things are still the same. Fear and greed, up and down, bulls and bears, they haven't changed. And guess what? I use a robust system called Pip and Run, a Forex scalping system I teach exclusively to my Pip and Run mentors in my mentorship. If you're interested in mentorship, message me in the chat box, or reach out to me, Greg at EliteTradersU.com, and I'll be more than happy to see if you qualify to work. I work with a handful of people each month to help them become professional traders in 90 days or less. Okay. I primarily work with men who are struggling because they don't seem to follow instructions as well as women. So they need my help more. Um, However, so anyway, I digress. Let's get to the charts. Before we get started, a big part of my system was the Matthew 25, the parable of the talents. And so I owe the success that I have, the money I have, the system I have, my community, to God, to Lord Jesus Christ. So I always like opening up with a prayer. Heavenly Father, we come before you in the name of Jesus. We thank you for blessing our students, blessing the people who are on this call, who are under the sound of my voice. Let them be blessed in their heart, blessed in their mind, blessed in their family, blessed in their bank accounts, blessed in their health, and blessed in their relationships. And let their eyes be open to the charts to see opportunities. For it's you, God, that gives us the power to create wealth, and the wealth of the wicked is in the hands of the righteous. So I thank you, Father God, for your blessing and for great trading today. In Jesus' name, amen. All right. Ring the bell. All right, let's get to the charts. What I like doing is starting off with my number one trading tool for looking at the market. We're going to go to my market heat map, an arrangement of currency pairs by percentage change. It tells us what's hopping, what's popping, what's dropping, and what's not in the market. So let me go ahead and share my screen. Share my screen. I know a number of our US people who are part of the VIP group. Maybe you're already on your way. Safe travels as you travel to family and friends across. This is going to be the big driving season. And for many people driving to visit relatives, for going to barbecues and things like that. So be safe out there, and drive safe, drive courteous, and practice some karma. Right here is my market heat map. I like I said, we are like doctors, and we like looking at as a doctor, we have to look at the market as our patient and be patient with the market, right? It's a bit patients as hospitals, right? But we are to use this as a diagnostic tool to see what the market is like, to see if it's risk on, if it's happy, if it's risk off, if it's sad, if it's scared, if it's afraid, because then we're going to prescribe our trading plan, how we're going to trade this market based on its condition, right? So we have to listen to the market. And this is a tool I use for listening to the market. I'm a teacher. I used to teach middle school, South Central LA, and Watts, South Central in Watts. I used to teach them trading in order to keep them interested in the boring stuff of school, right? They teach them how to make money. It's like, look, I know my English stuff is kind of boring, but if you listen to me for the first half hour, I'll go ahead and teach you how to make money, right? How to sling options and the commodities, right? I was trading soybeans and options at the time. And so held their interest, and some of our traders right now, which is wonderful. So I keep things simple. So I've taught my 85-year-old father-in-law how to trade, got rest of his soul. He had a great retirement because, hey, he was beyond the age of compounding, but he could compound because I taught my mom, taught my twin daughters, they have trading accounts, and, they're able to be self-sufficient using their trading. So it's a gift. Then once you learn it, it's a skill set. There's a skill that pays the bills, but you can pass that skill on to so many other people and be an impact player. Get your time back, because I don't like trading more than 2 hours. Trading is not a job to me. It's a lot of fun. I love working with Lisa and working with Rod and working with Jeff and a lot of the Pip and Run gang. Also on our school group too, which is free for people that don't have the resources to sign up for mentorship. They can get on the school group and interact with our great staff there as well. Okay. Anyway, let's go here. And there's my baby dollar yen. I tell you, dollar yen was the first thing I ever, first currency I traded, and my kid was gonna be born, and we made so much money on yen back in 1995. I told my wife, I said, you know what, we should name her Yen. And my wife said, you name that girl Yen, I'm gonna slap you, right? It's like, yeah, she, I, she came this close to be named Dollar Yen, right? Uh, but Dollar Yen is back in. I mean, you imagine all the way back, back in 2000, the 1999, 1995 was the yen futures contract, and back and, you make $1 million on it, you get pretty happy about it, right? The thing is, you don't want to be happy about currency pair because it will turn on you if you get too loyal to it. So, yeah, but it's kind of hard when you see the like 7 figures in your checking account. You're like, that's a yen, baby. Anyway, dollar yen is in the top spot today, up 0.9%, almost a full percent, followed by dollar Swiss. Follow in the gutter here is the euro dollar, down 0.27%. Not that bad. We had a couple of big things. We had non-farm payroll that came out 149,000 jobs created. Big shocker, right? I mean, they thought it was gonna be like 39,000 was gonna be a big sad number. Oh my God, 39,000. What's Trump doing? Trump is hurting the economy. Blah 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 blah. Oh, wrong. Guess what? We that's a There were 100,000 jobs off. I mean, these people get paid money, these analysts, to count, and they got it wrong. They got it so wrong. How could you miss 100,000 jobs? You just like forget to count, right? But that was the forecast. The forecast was 39,000, came out 100,000, and guess what? You got this big, shocking. Oh my goodness, I can't believe what's going on. So what happened? As I had forecasted, I said, look, the where are we? Yeah. And I put this in the school group. I put this in there yesterday. I'd actually sent it to my Pip and Run people. I said, look, if we're above 130,000, we're gonna have a strong dollar. We're gonna have a strong dollar, right? And we hit 149,000, and guess what? Bam, right? And we were in it to win it even beforehand. We had our. I posted this early. Yeah, right there at 2:41 a.m. I posted this. I said, look, we've got nice. That's our entry, baby. That's a Pip and Run entry. Okay, I'm gonna hide this because you guys don't need to see this unless you pay for that. But that was a massive entry, right? All right. Anyway, what else? If the economic calendar gets stuck sometimes, just hit the, I don't know why they don't fix that. And let's click show. And here we go. There's nothing going on. Non-farm payrolls, big, huge. Actually, 147,000 jobs versus forecast is 110. I saw forecast coming at 39,000, or that might have been ADP, right? And then we have ISIN services that came out better than expected, 50 above the 50 area. 49 was the previous, 50.5 was the forecast. We're better than expected there. ISM, and then so we had so there's no more news. We have Swiss unemployment rate, and the Swiss franc probably got hammered too. We'll take a look at that. All right. Let me go back up there. Swiss franc, they got hammered. Dollar just beat down. JPY and CHF are where people run for safety or run for cover, well, using because of the the flight to safety, in case there's like danger, rockets, war, earthquake, assassination. Swiss franc, Japanese yen are going to rally. The bond market's going to rally. The dollar is going to rally. But when everything is kind of good, right, for the U.S. economy, we see the dollar actually rallying because it's very dollar specific news. I'm finding that we're rallying on very dollar specific news. So dollar yen seems to be the one, but we can log in and you get more currencies and more choices to look at when you log in, become a member at 1999. 1999, 2000 party's over. Out of sight. Dun, 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 dun. We're gonna party like it's 1999. All right, all Forex pairs. Let's do this thing and see where we are on the heat map. PlexiTrade is one of our brokers that we use. Tell them that Dr. Greg sent you, right? The yen pairs are on fire. Oh my God. Pound yen in this top spot. Oof, oof, oof. And then we have CAD yen, dollar yen, Aussie yen. All the yen pairs are on fire, straight fire, up over 1%, right? And then what's getting killed, Kiwi CAD, Euro dollar in the dumps. All the dollar pairs are pretty much in the dumps too, right? So let's see if there's any gas left in there, right? So let's go. I want to check the CNBC and then check what they have to say. Oh yeah, and the big beautiful bill passed. The big bill that's a combination of tax cuts and for the for no tax on tips, no tax on Social Security, blocking in Trump tax cuts for the middle class, and also more border patrol people and more military, modernizing the military, the Golden Dome missile defense system, all that's in that bill that passed by a very narrow majority. That's also given the market some legs, right? Given the risk on market and also strengthening the dollar. So we see the Dow Jones Industrial Average up 0.75%, S&P 500 up 0.8%, and then Nasdaq up a full percent. So green across the board. Dow Jones more than 300 points. S&P sets new record after strong June jobs number. Okay, we saw that. Pre-market, well, the market's going to be closed for 4th of July, so everything's going to be kind of like flat. However, 4th of July is a U.S. holiday. Doesn't mean that the rest of the world is not trading. It might, they might take some time off as well because, hey, the biggest player on the block is taking a break. Why wouldn't you take a time off too and go for a 3-day weekend? So, but let's see if there's decreased volume in the market. We can use my market heat map and actually check out. We can check out Forex liquidity and see what kind of liquidity we have right now. We might have some good liquidity because Asia doesn't celebrate 4th of July. Oh, but it's kind of not much going on. But let's see. We can work it out. Okay. And yeah, oh, Bitcoin Bitcoin's not doing a whole lot. Well, why? Because the dollar, it's BTC/USD. The dollar is strong. It's gonna be hard for Bitcoin to rally. But but it's still an uptrend. Higher highs and higher lows. I'm not gonna trade that. What we're gonna look at, majors. So we get the big beautiful bill. We had non-farm payroll, real positive stuff. Let us take a look at the dollar. Yen actually, that was a pretty big spike and then the pullback. Let's go to a 4-hour chart. 4-hour charts are dealer charts, okay? Dealers, a typical dealer. A dealer is someone in the brokerage who basically balances the orders between the retail traders and their book, right? Their book of business. And they basically, so they're looking at these higher time frame charts. I like looking at higher time frame charts too, but when I enter, I like putting those higher time frame supports and resistance levels in very loosely, right? Get your 50,000 foot overview, right? And then drop down into micro, ant world, because Asia session, that's where our traders are going to be hanging out. They're going to be hanging out at these levels. Little devils at these levels, right? Right. So we got kind of a loose framework of where we're operating from. Right. Every wick is a turning point. Every wick is a stop. Right. People get short, place a stop, both a high. So these represent liquid. The spikes represent liquidity. I'm going to give you a little lesson here. Right. All right. That's a loose 4-hour. Now I'm going to drop down. So I'm going to drop down to a 30-minute chart. Ooh, that looks pretty. Nice. It looks super pretty. I like that. All right. Nice surge with a pullback. There's no why. We can put a fib on it. You can put a fib on it, and we can look for maybe a drop down to the 44.53 area. Oh, let me fix this. Oh, more settings. Oh, canvas. Yeah, let's get that. Yeah, there you go. I need to be able to see these numbers without my Inspector Gadget magnifying glass here. I've got my magnifying glass handy, right? There we go. So, but I've got a 32-inch screen, but the numbers are gonna be small. It's like, yeah, I got more small numbers. I don't want. So so we're gonna stick with dollar yen right now, and we got some supports. We got classic support, and we also have Fibonacci support happening in the same area. This gives us a zone of confidence, maybe confirmation, maybe that we have some type of a possible zone where price would bounce, right? So if I'm a sniper and I'm sitting in a tree, right, and I've got my scope, I'm scoping this area right here, right? I'm looking for love right there, right? I'm I'm gonna make it maybe yellow, right? So I've got my target set. I want price to get here, right? So I can anticipate where I want to get in, right? So I'm sitting in the bush. I got my scope, and when this and some red candle and a bear walks across here and then changes around, then I'm in it to win it. I'm firing a load at this area, right? I'm going to put an alarm there a little bit above that. So that way, in case I'm looking at something else, I get distracted, start talking to you guys, start telling a story, talking about one of my students, like Cobus, who like got he got a you know, I think it was like a $200,000 trading account from the funded trader, right? And so got the big gold certificate, from South Africa, and so we're really proud of him. And sometimes he pops on. I wish him all the best, and love my South African friends, both black and white. And can we all just get along? Uh, yeah, love my farmers. Okay, all right. All right, all right, all right. So we're gonna drop down 15 minutes, drop it down to a 5. Now we're gonna go into micro world. We're going to ant land, ant world, right? And it looks completely different down here, right? You're like, where are we, Greg? Welcome to my world. We're inside that 4-hour candle, right? We're inside. This is the all this is going. This is like what 1500 to 1930. This is 4 hours right here. This is the 4-hour candle that we're inside of, right? So this is what's going on a micro level. We're inside the candle. We're inside the candle, right? So why are we down there for? Because when things start happening here, they happen like it's like if you're study like atomic bombs, they split the atom. They split an atom, and when they split the smallest little particle, and when they split it, it releases so much energy that it like destroys cities, right? Well, that's what we're doing here. We're going in these small time frames, and we're looking at where they actually have a turning point, a major turning point at a significant level of support and resistance. And when this micro level hits this major level, we get an explosion of price action, and we basically pick the bottom, right? They say he who picks the bottom has a smelly finger, right? Well, if you use pip and run, you can pick the bottom, right? He who picks tops and bottoms has a smelly finger. Greg, that's gross. Yeah. All right. Oh, and you can't see my screen, right? I didn't do my screen check. Check. Type of 1 in the chat box if you can see my screen, and number 2 if you can hear my voice. Maybe. I see 7 people watching, so that must be like my family, probably sitting around. Hey, let's watch Greg. Nothing on TV. Watch Greg. All right. All right. Tell a friend, 8 people. All right. Somebody told somebody. Can we get to 10? Tell a friend. Okay. So here we are. We're down to the 15-second chart, and looks pretty interesting. We are still got a long way to go though, right? It's we're at 75. This level down here is actually where is our Fibonacci level? Our Fibonacci level is way down here, way down the Swanee River. Oh, it's right here, right? It's the green area. Actually, this is 51. This is 75. That's a pretty good, I mean, that's a nice risk to reward if we short this baby, right? We short this bad boy. And we got a stop right there. I mean, we're off the break 76. Okay, I'm gonna take this short. I'm actually gonna take it short, right? And you gotta watch these stop losses. So I'm short at 74, but I want to see if we can get into the zone here, and that'll take us down to 44, 54, 20 pips. Let's do this thing. Think we can do that? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right.
Sell, sell, sell.
Come on now. You got some profit taking. There's a profit taking decline, right? People who bought back in the morning and they made a million bucks. Why they get out? They gotta sell, right? So it's not dropping because it's bad. It may be dropping because people have to take profit and they want to be able to buy some fireworks and some barbecue, you know, maybe buy an inflatable inner tube, maybe put some gas in the car. So this is a liquidating, one of those liquidating declines. They may liquidate, and then someone will say, "Oh my goodness, we're down at 144.54. I want to buy it." Well, because it's a discount, right? So one person's discount is another person's decline, right? So let's see, right? And now structurally, I don't want to put my stop because the spread might widen out and kick me out. But if we see a change in structure, right? Right now we're making lower highs and lower lows, right? Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. This high is lower than this high, right? This high is lower than this one, right? So follow me. If this switches around and goes higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, well, I'm going in the wrong way, right? I'm losing money, right? So that's called structure. So in fact, I might have invented something called a structure stop, where if you get a change in structure, there's a little tiny change in structure here, right? There's a low and we have a high, but this high is not higher than this one here, right? And there's a higher high, higher low indicator in this thing here, right? I think it's a higher low live. Okay, this one. It's called higher high, lower low live, right? It's by The Lonesome, and it's got like 9,500 downloads. And if you click that, see, it labels it for you. So you're like, what's he talking about? Lower low, lower high. Look, lower low. This low is LL, not LL Cool J, right? LL, lower low. LL, oh. All right. So we got lower low. So long as we're making lower lows and lower highs, we have a downtrend, right? The moment we start seeing HL, higher low, higher high, HH, nah, I'm out of here. So let's see. We're up 69 bucks. Looks good so far. Let me check on YouTube. Remember, we are delayed a little bit. Hey, it seems like we're not that delayed. It seems like things are moving. No, we're still about 3 minutes behind. 9 people. Awesome. Hi, 9 people. Hello. Where are you guys from? Oh, I lost you. Go back, come back. I think I tell Sean. Kelly Hopkins. Hey, do you use MyFX Book? And my students they have their accounts linked to MyFX Book. Yeah, okay. And the Sean, large text numbers in school. I wish MT. Yeah, I know. MT4 should have large. But Kelly, I've been doing this for 30 years, and just look at my videos and stuff like that. You can see that everything's well documented. All right. All right. It's hard to fake this, What are you doing? Well, can you fake this? Like, no. Yeah. Well, yeah, because I got the AI. I'm using AI to create a chart so I can fool people. Like, I don't have that kind of time, guys. Here we go. Yeah, I think C Trader 2 has a larger. Oh, I guess you left. So we had 8 people. Let's go. I got 3 moving averages there. I use this is what's going on here, right? Where's my okay? Try that again. RC Cola. There we go. 8/21/55. I'm using Fibonacci. Fibonacci. 11 people are watching. I guess that person left and brought back 3 people. Nice. Where you guys from? Hey, Perita! ¿Qué pasó? How you doing, sweetheart? Lot. We had a big storm here in Vegas. I can't believe it. I'm like out there getting groceries, and that's why I was a little late getting started. The streets are flooded. It's like flooded Vegas in in July. It's like 87 degrees. Normally it's like 100 and 115. I think next week it's going to be a little bit warmer. We got a little bit of a retrace. 15-second retrace. We can take I usually take a fib from the last swing high to the low, see where we are. 50% retracement. And it's hitting the 55 moving average. Notice that the 55 and the 50% are in the same area. We're also going a little bit a little parabolic. Probably have decreased liquidity. People are already. Oh, it's thundering and storming in Alabama. Oh my goodness! Wow, it must be like I can imagine it's probably some big giant storm stretching across the whole bottom part of the United States, right? And I think about it, I just got my car washed too. I just went through the car wash. Hey, my niece is flying in from Oakland, and she's gonna spend 4th of July. Hopefully, it's dry and sunny for fireworks. And she's coming in tonight. I'll pick her up at the airport at 11. And then all this rain, I got the car all cleaned up for her. And as soon as they pull it out of the car wash, it started raining. Like, oh, wow, that's wild, But I have a car wash pass, so it's like I can go again tomorrow. But hopefully the wax makes the water beat off. It'll dry off evenly and look really nice. So anyway, I was wearing sandals and shorts and my Hawaiian shirt. It's still wet. All right. There we go. You stay safe out there, Perita, in Alabama. My family is from Alabama. We're from Harper. In fact, the mayor of Harpersville is my cousin, D'Angelo Hopkins. He's the mayor of Harpersville. In fact, we're having our family reunion in October. It's actually, I told you about it. So at the plantation, the white family and the black family, the whites that own the black family. We're having reunification at the. We did it this is like our 3rd or 4th year doing that. We're gonna do it again this year in Harpersville. So if I'm out there, I have to drive out there, so I might be able to. Or how far are you from Harpersville? Do you know where that is? Hey, we're making money. Hey, let's go. You go. Go, baby, go, baby, go. Go, baby, go, baby, go. Alrighty then.
All aboard!
We're back in support. Come on, baby. One more shove. There you go. There we go. Our target is like way down here, right? Let's go. Yeah. There we go. $200. Let's go, baby. I know it's like a 3-pip move, but let's go. 2.2 pips. Let's go. There we go. Bears are in control. Ah, I'm chicken. I am such a chicken. I see a couple $100 and I take it, right? And everyone's just yeah, I know. Oh, I don't want that. No alarms, settings. Oh, what's going on here? Trading. I want to see where my execution is. Execution. What? There we go. All right. So ooh, still rolling, still rocking and rolling. Let's see if we get so we got the high and a low. We can use Fibonacci expansions to see what we actually did. Where are we? Where are we in the, ooh, broke the 618. I'm gonna let's hit it again, right? Let's I know it's not it didn't change green for me to go red, but we'll write down to 100% expansion, right? So we took the last swing and the trend line break and 100% expansion. We're okay. It's probably gonna bounce off here, right? But the 100. I wish I could change the font size of the Fibonacci. Will probably rebound up and then give us another bear flag for a shot back down. So just be with. I'm gonna remove you, and remove you because we broke. Remove, right? And we start again, right? Rinse, wash, and repeat. Well, the lazy river, the backward seven. Let's do that again. Let's do it. Play it again, Sam. And move this over here. And oh, what other brokers are good? Hey, Kelly, you're back. Sure. Let me get you some. I'll tell you who we actually use. I'll give you a link there. And thank you for showing up too, and thank you for your questions. I really appreciate you, Kelly. Uh, course notebook. Have to. Uh-oh, retrace. No worries. No worries. At the 618. Oh, you gonna give me the 618? I might put another slab of bacon in there, right? I'm trying to be careful. I'll wait. I'm gonna wait. Oh, really? It I took my finger off the trigger and it gave me that order. Okay, I'm not mad at you. Control F and OX. And oh, okay. Okay. Here we go. So these guys are great. And they're based in Australia. Oh, okay. Okay, so we have a higher high. Well, we have a higher low. That's the thing right there, right? This thing really took off through the moving averages. Okay, so we need to adjust our fib because it's coming off of some else little higher move, right? Maybe this one here, right? If it goes that far up, that's the 38 of this swing. And I'm gonna actually go to a 1 minute, kind of like smooth this baby out a little bit. And there's a major swing there. That's probably it right there, right? the swing, the swing that people are actually, yeah, I find the swing which they're all kind of targeting. And sometimes I use the smaller ones, but when the smaller ones get blown out like this one, well, then you have to go to the major one and see, right? So that's a 38 of this swing. So let's see if it stops, it pulls back, right? Okay. And see if this is our 3, 4, and then 5 for a drop. So 38 based on that swing. And let's see, it is rare that we bounce off of 23 and don't come down to the 38. The 38 of the retracement going, the bullish retracement is right here, right? That's our target area. But again, the market might not care about your target area. Oh, you are welcome, Kelly. And make sure you check out what's going on here, right? Our school group. Yeah. Want to join our free school group? There's some free videos in there, and free our classroom there. If you can find it. I need to reorganize all the. Look at that! Woohoo! Look at that! There we go. Come on, baby. Come on. Pay me. Let's go. Mama needs a new pair of red bottoms. Oh, keep going. Where are you? Okay. Hey, if you like to check out that or links to our free Forex course library. Let me make that. Wait a minute. Go down. Don't go up. Break down. Break out. Dun, 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 dun. Don't know the words to that song, but I know it says breakout. Dun, 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 dun. And I'm going to pin this pin message at the top. All right. All right. Oh, oof. Ah, come on. But I remember my target. I don't want to go to Walmart. Target's right there. Right? Here's my target. I can move it over. Yeah. There we go. Come on. Come on. Oh, come on now. Come down, I say. Drop. Drop, I say. Oh, yeah? Take that. Okay. You gotta come on, like
Sell.
give me a little electric shock. It was like that big Tyrannosaurus Rex in Jurassic Park. And you like biting at the fence. Like He's flossing his teeth on the electric fence. He's flossing his teeth. Yeah. It's like, that is not going to stop that big, giant animal. Again, check out our free school library of videos, especially if you're new to trading or you're just brushing up on your skills. We have lots of videos, and especially we have a really good trading, growing, vibrant trading community there that answers your questions. We have trade alerts. And if you upgrade, you can get a week of this wonderful live trading service. And if you want the full month, then you can upgrade to Nice for $97. Get access to me in the VIP where the trades aren't delayed. And be part of our exclusive VIP community. Oh, look at that. Oh, all right, pay me. That's it. Yeah. Thank you. It's okay. I know. You're too kind. You're too kind. Okay, this thing looks like it wants to drop one more time. Right. You can hit it again, Greg. Where they fill me? I got filled at the wick. I was hoping I was filled somewhere in the candle somewhere. The spread. Okay, what are you doing, Greg? I don't know. Making money, you think? Show off. This guy told me last night I was helping him set up a simulator. He goes, "Oh," I was like showing him, this is how you put the simulator. And he's like, "You're winning every single trade." I got a 95% win rate system. What do you think? What do you think Pip and Run is, right? Because you're showing off. I was like, am I? And I forgot. It's like, oh, this guy's never seen me trade. So he just signed up for the course. So signed up for a mentorship. I've had people go through simulation. They're like, the simulator must be broken because I'm winning all the time. It's like, yeah, you win all the time because you have a good system. I worked for the bank. I worked for the brokerage. Don't you understand? We cheat. The brokers and the banks cheat. And I have the cheat code. And I sell the cheat code. People that they'll I don't know, they don't get it. It's like, how is that possible? Because it's all rigged. Don't you know that? The whole market's rigged. And no one's gonna tell you. They don't like me anyway, so I don't care. And they said, well, Greg, Greg's not a threat. He only has like 3,000 people following him on YouTube. Who's he gonna tell? The voice crying in the wilderness, guys. Remember, the market rewards, there's something called the sentiment. Oh, I just found it, right? And in sentiment, we had 39% of the people were long, 60% of the people were short, right? And guess what? The people who were short lost. They made up the majority. The majority this is called a sentiment index. It's part of my market heat map. And usually, like right now, we're in Asia session. So yeah, counter trend is winning right now. But when you get liquidity in the market and the majority of people coming in, well, then it does the opposite. This will go up because everyone's getting short and then they wind up losing. That's the dirty little secret. Because if everyone has sold, who's left to sell to? No one, right? So price just goes up. What you talk about, Willis? What you talk about? Yeah. So you got lays like Nanette, they're just like crushing this thing, right? I mean, just, equity is off the charts, right? Jamie's got 11 accounts. Look at that. 11 accounts today. Crushed it, killed it, $8,400 in 11 different accounts using prop trading. He gets to keep 90% of that, right? Oh, that's great. I like seeing my kids win. My kids can beat your kids. I tell the other Forex gurus, like, oh yeah, oh, I'll put Lisa and Rod against you, your best traders. My worst traders are probably better than most Wall Street analysts. Hard to believe, right? Let me show you something. This guy, this guy is like, what are you doing, man? You know, I told him, I said, look, you have to have more than one trade per session. And no, he did separate sessions and another $461. And it just said, like, okay, then he does another, he does like $245. And he's just, he says it's 100%. It's like, yeah, but you gotta do 5, 6 trades in a row, right? And then using the predictive function, I got in dollar yen here before, and I posted it in mentorship. I said, look, guys, and then boom, right? That's 1.7 mil. Piece of cake, right? Because it's all rigged, guys. And guess what? It's rigged by the banks. So who you want to listen to? Someone who worked at the bank, right? You can't do this unless you work for a bank, right? In fact, that's one reason why I don't work for the bank anymore. I don't work for the brokerage anymore because I was teaching their clients how to do this, right? I was teaching clients how to do this. And since the banks are like a casino, the banks and brokerages take the other side of the trade, they're losing money because the people I was training was taking money from the bank, right? It wasn't like I mean, I got 3 losses, right? But you get guys that get hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of wins, right? Well, then you can't. It's like me working at the Bellagio. I live in Las Vegas, and I'm a card counter, and I go to the Bellagio. Oh, look, in my circle, baby, in my circle. Pay me, give me the money. I'm gonna hit it again. Oh no, wrong way, wrong way. No, 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 no. Hit the wrong button. Close it out. Close it out. Sell, 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 sell. Okay, let's get too excited. There we go. There you go. Southbound train leaving the station.
All aboard! All aboard!
We're in the zone. We're not even our actual target is really here, right? And that's what Pip and Run also helps you to forecast. So you kind of like get an idea of where your target is, right? A lot of people are flying blind. They don't know what direction. They don't know what to trade. Then they don't know what direction. Then they don't know when to enter. You don't know what to trade. You don't know when to enter, and you don't know where it's going. So you're like you've got three strikes right there, right? You might as well just send your money to charity and then take a baseball bat and hit yourself on the foot because it's going to feel the same way. But at least you've helped out somebody, right? Rather than give it to the market maker or give it to the market. And if you're taking if you're trading in the other side of the trade, like if you're getting long against me, well, then I'm taking your money, right? So that's all the market makers and dealers are doing. They're balancing their orders. So the people who are long, well, their margin is going down, and the people who are short, their margin is going up. So they're taking the money and moving it over, right? And then if it starts switching direction, they move it back over. But they're constantly keeping themselves at almost delta neutral, right? But if they start seeing things like the predictive function, some of the things we teach, where they have basically like it's free money to be on the other side of the trade against, if it's evenly matched, they put the order out there to the banks, right? But if they know if they have conviction that price is going one direction and all their customers or clients are on the wrong side of the trade, they are going to keep that order internal and then let the people like, oh, you wanna buy this? Okay, we'll sell it to you, right? We'll tighten the spread, make everything. Then you get in there and it drops, and then guess what? You lost that money. They're keeping that money. They're not sharing with the bank, right? Because they kept that order internal, right? That's like called a bucket shop because your order's in the bucket. It doesn't leave into the major part of the market. They keep it internal if they know you're an idiot, right? This guy's a loser. This is free money. Why are we sending his order out to the bank? All we gotta do is tell them, oh, you want it at 144.72? There you go, you got it. They don't even have to, they write down a piece of paper, and when it goes down to 144.50, oh, you just got stopped out. And guess what? That stop is their money. All that stop is their money. The stop, the commissions, the spread, everything is theirs, right? Now, some people like I put orders in. They might say, Greg's got nah, they're gonna put my order out to the open market because I may be trading in the right direction, right? But at those turning points where we have the predictive function, which we call institutional order flow, and that's what Lisa is party to. That's what Jamie's party to, and Jermaine, and Sean. They know what the predictive function is. They know that that's where the liquidity comes internal. They take the side of the order. They know that everyone's going to get screwed at the turning point. And that's where a lot of brokers make the big fat of their money. Right? Because we're coming close to a point now where we could be turning around. Between here and there, it's like me in a car and the wall's right there. And I'm going to drive super fast, and I need to stop before I hit the wall because at somewhere around here, sometimes it'll turn maybe within 5-10 pips of this, right? So we're at 62, the line's at 54, and 64, that's like 10 pips. Maybe we could split the difference, right? Maybe not get all the way here, but maybe it goes halfway. And if it gets halfway to my target, I don't want to turn to Walmart. I'll take it at Target, right? Get it. Target's a store here in the United States. And it's supposed to be a little bit higher class than Walmart. Walmart's supposed to be a little bit lower. I like Walmart prices. They got some good stuff there, right? But go there at the wrong time of the night, you see the freaks come out at night. The freaks come out at night. In fact, look up Walmart videos on YouTube, Walmart shorts, and you say, where are these people come from? We love them all, but it takes all kinds, right? It's entertainment. Some people go the people watching. Well, Walmart's a good place to go people watching. Make sure you have dark glasses on. So like, what are you staring at? You know, it's like you. Now, when Walmart was 24 hours, like go there at 2 o'clock in the morning, it's like, okay, I'm bored. I can't get any sleep. Let's go to Walmart and just walk around like, some exciting thing usually happens. But now Walmart's aren't 24 hours anymore after COVID. Anybody know one? No. Oh, Kelly goes, great question. Hey, sorry for the questions. No, thank you for your questions, Kelly. Do brokers have any issues of paying out? No. Um, you usually can get out the Bitcoin, they have a Bitcoin. You send your money there via Bitcoin and you withdraw the Bitcoin. Usually takes me about two days to get 2 business days. 2 business days to get funded. And in fact, let me show you. Right? A picture's worth 1,000 words. Keeps it interesting while we're waiting for, this is bump up. There's a little drama here. You know, will this break or is this a new low? And you know, I don't have my predictive function indicators up. I'm actually flying by my seat of my pants. But if you are out there in the VIP section, like Greg, get out of there. It's gonna turn around. It's like, oh yeah. Rod's usually here. Rod's good for that. Rod will message me. What are you doing, Greg? Get out. It's gonna drop one more time. No, it's not. Rod is my brother. He saved me probably a couple of $5,000, 10,000, Turn. In fact, one day he said, like, you know what? We have made money. It is early. Shut it down. I've never had no students in the trading room say, let's turn this thing off because we made so much money. Okay. Come on. Come on. All right, like that one. So this is what a statement looks like when you make withdrawals. Oh, really? Okay. All right. See, and a lot of people, I mean, before I discovered the predictive function, I used to fall for this. Oh, look, it's turning up. And you buy it, and then it goes up, and then it drops, right? Now, sometimes I overstay my welcome, like pound yen. I should know pound yen was the uptrend. Where is okay, maybe this to withdraw with. I'm not seeing my statement there. Blah 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 blah. Huh. I do these small account challenges. One of the things that my students will do is they'll take a small account in stage 3. They're supposed to take maybe like $100 or $200 and scale it up and just double it, right? And what happens is they double up the account. They double up to 400 and then they double again to 800 and they blow up, right? So I said, look, this is what you need to do. You don't, there's something in your psyche that has a ceiling that once you get close to $1,000, you blow up. Okay. So what you're going to do is when you get like $800, $900, stop, pull that money back down to 200 and do it again. Run 200 back up to 9, pull it out again, pull $700 out, right? And do that 4 or 5 times. And guess what? You're going to have $3,500 and you compound your account in your bank account. But because sometimes people mentally can't handle large numbers. You start shaking, you start, even when I go to the casino and I have a blackjack system, I have a roulette system. I create systems for all kinds of stuff, right? Sports betting. And but I know that if I'm playing blackjack and I put a 20 into the machine, blackjack machine, and I'll scale it up to $200. But once I get like 250, I don't know. I get kind of nervous. I start getting you know I just need to take a break, right? And I'll stop because I know that if I go 200, I'll start you start getting endorphins, you start getting nervous. I just pull it all down, pull it back down to 20 and start with 20, right? And it lowers that filter, that effective filter. My frontal lobes are not firing. The monkey brain is not kicking in, making me nervous, right? And so, because nervous, $20. I'm not nervous about $20. Now trading, I'm trading like thousands of dollars. That does bother me. But when I'm doing when I'm at the tables, people staring at you, I if I make a couple of $100 and two or three different times at a casino, it makes $800 a day. It's like, hey, you know what? It's like the 3,000 a week times four to 12,000 a month. I'm good, right? So this is what I'll show you. So this is an account I took. I started off with $248, and I ran it up to like $4,000. But what happened here is when I got to $2,000, I withdrew it down. I took a withdrawal. I took it all the way down up from 200 and 2003-16, took it down to 600, and I ran it back up to 1800, and I took another withdrawal. These big draw lines down are withdrawals, right? And I went to like 1200 or 14, and then I dropped it again, right? So this is a 1,553% return, right? And this is with Ox Securities. With I had 319 total trades. My expected payoff was 11.44. I won 95% of my trades, 94% of my long trades. Total profit trades 95.92%. It's a 90% win rate system, right? Why wouldn't it do that, right? Now your results would vary, based on how much work and time that you put into it. But I have students, that will, they'll make, they'll make pretty good, right? And it's a well, it's good over time. It's like, yeah, if I do that for a week and I stopped trading, I made, $3,000 for the month, 4,000 for the month. And that's just a challenge account. This is not my fund account, right? That's like something I'll just put up, and really I'll get like an IB commission or something. So really I didn't put any money in at all. So really if you make $3,000 and you put zero in, 3,000 divided by zero is like infinite return on investment, right? You can't divide by zero, but I put zero in. I didn't put any money in this. I didn't put any money in this. I did not put a dime in this. Nothing came out of my bank account, my crypto account to fund this. There was just there's a commission, and I moved the commission into my account and started trading it. So I made 1,553%. Really, I made like infinite return because I didn't put any money in. So I put zero in and was able to put $3,000 out. Right. That's the magic stuff that we do in Elite Traders University that you don't hear. Now, past performance is not an indication of the future results and all that stuff. And it all depends on people's mindset and what they're going through, so because as you're moving through success, as you're getting toward a goal, you're going to get challenged. You're going to get challenged in your body. I just got over a terrible, you probably still hear my voice. I had strep throat. My throat was inflamed. My eyes were watering. I had a guy who had brain cancer going through Pip and Run. And I prayed for him. I'm like, oh, look, we rebuke that in the name of Jesus, people, I had people, again, one guy got his daughter killed. His daughter, he didn't do it. Somebody, she committed suicide. I had a guy that his brother got killed. People are everybody's going through something, right? So that's why they say past performance is not indication of future results, because you're trying to trade, you're trying to help your family, and all of a sudden the universe seems to go like, nah, stay where you are, right? And then everything, periods like storms coming in, maybe a possible job layoff, stuff starts to happen when you try to change your life, right? To keep you from doing what you're supposed to do. So I just encourage you to be strong in the Lord, the power of his might, trust in the Lord. When darkness comes in like a flood, he's going to raise up a standard to defend you, right? Just remember, he's got you. God told me this joke. It was real funny. I was like, he just said real casually, he says, I'm here every day. I'm like going, that is hilarious. I'm here every day. Because he is. Think about it. It's not like you're like, you go down to the store, the manager's there. I'm here every day, right? He owns the business, right? But God's in charge of your life, and he's here every day, right? He doesn't go on vacations. I've been working too hard, 7 days. Yeah, let's rest. I'll see you later, right? I'm checking out. He said, well, God must have checked out because everything's going bad. And it's like, no, he's here. You just got to direct your attention, take your attention off of your problem and put your attention on God. And then when you put your attention on him, he'll keep you in peace, a peace that surpasses understanding, because you'll have a peace in the storm, right? You'll have peace when people say you should be peaceful, right? And then as you stay in that peace, well, guess what? You're going to pass through. You're going to pass over. You're going to go through that storm. You're going to go through that water, and you're going to see your enemies no more, right? You're going to, pass through. Well, $600. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take that, right? What do you think about that? Was that good? Was that good? How about that? Praise God! Hallelujah! Wait, so we get it again. My finger slipped. I didn't. I'm in the zone. I'm in the kill zone, right? I'm killing it in the kill zone. I'm going to take profit right at just above the line, right there, right? Look at that. Look at that. I could have stayed. I could have put one order in. I could have stayed the entire time, right? And if you have done that, that's perfectly fine, right? But notice I'm not taking any longs, right? Because the primary trend direction is down, guys. Hey, show me some dollar signs or some emojis in the chat box if this has helped you. If you're learning anything, if this is inspiring or anything, let me know. Give me some feedback. Yeah, Plexi Trade pays out. Ox Trade pays out. I guess no one. I got 10 people watching me. Again, if you would like to get access to some free courses, my course library, the Pip and Run library, is right here at this link. Sign up. Let's see if anybody signed up. Anybody sign up? We check the. I'll show you what the library looks like. I don't know. It's probably. They got the Baby Pips Forex course, man. Oh no, and we've got Master Forex, Pips and Ticks with a pip. Lot sizes explained. What's short and long. Stop losses explained. Leverage. Master Forex, just and these are short videos, okay? These are not like 2 hour long. These like a minute 42 seconds. Some of them are 1 minute long, right? This is like multiplication rock. You remember like the multiplication rock? 3 is the magic number. Real short, right? Just like, but because you don't have a lot of time to like sit through a bunch of videos, right? But these are 43 seconds. Yeah. So there's like 16 that you can watch this. You can learn how to trade Forex in an hour or 30 minutes by watching these videos, right? Now, if you want to get something more detailed, you got a foundation, then you want to go over to our, our Forex Foundations course, right? Then if you want a strategy that you can actually use, the Samurai Sword, one of my students developed that. Her name is Svetlana, and she developed the Samurai Sword Forex trading course there. And, opening range breakout trading right there, right? So again, click that link, the free course, sign up. And we have more advanced courses in the paid, the $19. You get access to the Samurai, the Dragon Slayer course, and the other Forex Foundation, the other 70 videos in the Forex Foundation's course for $19 a month. Better than Netflix. Netflix won't help you make any money. Anyway, that's school. There's a link there in the YouTube chat that you can look at. 5:37 Pacific time, 8:37 p.m. here in Las Vegas, Nevada. And my name is Dr. Greg McLeod, Dr. Thomas Gregory McLeod. Remember, there's a doctor. There's not I don't think he's a doctor. His name is Gregory McLeod, Gregory Malcolm McLeod. And he's not any relation to me. He's a white guy in Florida. No, I mean, I don't have anything about him being white. I just have him, but he has SEC lawsuits, and he's also a trader. He trades options and stocks, and he's sued for a lot of money. And the reason why I'm bringing that up is I'm not him. Okay, I'm not. I don't live in Florida. My middle name is not Malcolm. In fact, my first name is Thomas. My middle name is Gregory. I'm here in Las Vegas, right? So I saw that ChatGPT kind of merged my information with his information. And then they did a review of me on Baby Pips, and Baby Pips has me being that guy, but he doesn't use his middle name, Gregory Malcolm McLeod. I try to use, so I'm Thomas, Dr. Thomas Gregory McLeod, Vegas. I have a clean record, clean Series 3 record. And I've never dealt with the SEC because I'm not regulated for stocks or commodities. I was a futures commodities merchant, FCM, and you can look my license up too. No flaws, no challenges, nothing like that. It's okay. I'm squeaky clean. In fact, I was so squeaky clean. One of our students, Walter, said, "I don't believe that you don't have anything negative." It's like, because I have a winning system that makes money, and I've been doing this for like 30 years, you think, right? You want me to pay somebody to write something negative so you'll believe me, right? And I also had another student actually call he actually had a private investigator investigate me because he couldn't believe that what I was doing was true, right? And sure enough, and then he told his friend, and his friend is a pip and runner. Started in February, and by March he had like 5 funded accounts. Travis is an amazing trader, and he came to Vegas and brought his family in an Escalade. Got to meet Marcel Dion, the famous hockey player, and he came and put it in got a pip and run hat, and gave him a pip and run mug. You got to meet him in person, and it was incredible meeting Travis in person, and you know so he went from super doubter, super skeptical, like he lost 30,000 in a crypto scam, right? So of course he would be suspicious, but after he saw that the results I was getting for people and what the private detective said, well, then he signed up, right? Ooh, we got really close. Okay, and the thing about it is we go down and then we go up and then we go down and we go up. But notice the distance between these two are short. So this could be our time to bail on this. And I'm a little greedy. I was helping me get one more shot down to 54. That's 5 pips. It's only a 5 pip difference, right? 5 pips in the spread. We might have already hit this already. 54 on the bid. Yeah, this might have been 58 by 54. 59 is where I got out. So this could be could be a reversal, right? The distance between them. So if we get back to break even, we'll cut it. But this is the higher. See, we got higher, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. We need this high to stay below this one, or we have a reversal, right? And I might have to give something back, right? But I'd rather give back a little than give back a lot, right? So I think I'm going to cut it. I think I'm just going to cut it, right? I'm going to self stop out right here. You know why? Because if it breaks trend line, I'll get back in. If it breaks the high, I can ride it up, right? But I'm not going to lose any more money, right? Because this looks like the predictive function. And let me check my chat box to see if my people are talking to me. All right, let me. I think we've got a reversal going on right now. Well, let's go ahead and yeah. All right. Yep. I think we got it. I think we're gonna move on up like George and Wheezy. Oh, I chickened out, but 843. Wow, this thing is coming down hard. Oh, you know why? That's why. I'm on the 1 minute chart. Like, what's going on here, you know? Like, why is it taking so long? Oh, look at that. Oh, okay. There we go. Okay. Let's see let's see. There we go. There we go. Come on. Let's do it. Let's ride. I got long at 44.64. Okay. I think that was a predictive function. I'm looking at my other screen here. I'm like, going, yeah.
Bye, bye, bye!
All right, we're gonna change this arrow around. Uh, there we go. There we go. Woohoo! North side. Let's go. Northbound train.
All aboard!
So we got into the zone. And we could back this up and go back to our 4-hour chart. Hey, Mr. Arrow, Mr. Big Giant Arrow can go away. We got really super close to our trend line, right? Our 50-minute chart. Ooh, okay. Uh-oh. So we wrote it down, right? We wrote it down. We can move the fibs out of the way. We can move the So we shorted it down to the zone, and no, no. I'll remove that. So we went into our target zone. This is where we pull the trigger on that. But we're down 1.3 pips. We didn't really cleanly. I would love for it to penetrate the zone, swim around in it, get its face wet, a little green water here, and then take off, right? 847. Checking. Got 11 people watching. Hey guys, tell a friend. If each one of you tells one more person, we have 22 people in here. And give me how about a thumbs up? How about 11 thumbs up, right? I guess it counts me looking at you too. So I can probably get 10 thumbs up. So 3 more. Give me a thumbs up. Doesn't cost you anything. Helps the algorithm, helps people find us, right? It's the sad story is that I get people maybe booking a strategy call with me, and they'll say, "Oh, I took this course and they charged me $10,000. I didn't learn anything. Oh, I wish I would have seen you first. I wish I would have taken your course. I wish I knew about you, Greg." And I go, "Can I can I join for free?" I'm going, well, why? Because I gave all my money to this other guy. I was like, well, stop giving your money to the other guys and do a little research. Here I am. Uh, so the thing about it, if people knew about me before, if you saw what I could do, let me know in the chat box. Give me a number 2 in the chat box. If you knew what I could do before you took your course, would you have taken a course with me? Okay. Would you have, if what you're seeing, you don't believe your eyes? It's like, if the guy is killing it, if he's winning, why are you signing up? Or apply? Why aren't you applying? Right? Well, you're not showing off a Lambo and the big house, and yeah, I can get a Turo, I can rent a Lambo, I can Airbnb a big house. I've got a nice place, I've got a nice car, but I really want people who love the markets and who are serious about learning, right? As opposed to like the get rich. If you're looking for a Lambo, you got get rich quick mentality, and you probably would make a good trader anyway. So it's only meant for certain people anyway. Okay, we're pulling back kind of hard here on the 15-second chart. The 15 minutes, you don't even see what's going on. If you look at the 1 minute chart, you can see we're kind of that 55 moving average was kind of wicked, right? So we got to hold that low. So we had the same low or same high. Now the market is going to see if it can make a lower low, right? The low is at 44.59. We're at 61 by 62. If this low holds and we have a completed wave 2, then we could probably see a bounce from here. But if we do not hold, then we could go eventually to my target, which I was looking for, right? We're at 60 by 62. And we got 9 minutes left. The 9 o'clock candle could bail us out. Buyers could step in. Lisa could throw in her 100 standard lots in there and help us out. We watched that I guess it's called the industry, or I think the show's called The Industry, right? And Harper comes in and she goes, "Are you sure about this?" "I have conviction." It's like, oh, dang, girl. Just kidding. He goes, "Hey, we're buying your pounds, we're Harper's buying, I'm buying. She has this voice, "I have conviction." I'm like going, dang, girl. Can you help me buy pounds? Because he says, "I'm not acting that way." I don't know what he meant by that, but he hung up on her. And he goes, "If she's trying to buy into the announcement, I need to buy too." I don't know if you guys seen the show. Oh, okay. We broke the low. We're at 59 by 60. Tweezer bottom reversal pattern. Let's see if this becomes our walking five. See if we have some buyers stepping in on the 15-second chart. Got some buyers stepping in. Need a trend line break. We got a color change. We don't have a trend line break. We need higher. We have a lower low, which is bearish. But if we get a higher high, then that's going to change the scenario here. Tweezer bottoms in the zone is a bullish reversal. Tweezer candle bottoms. Ooh, rejection at the 21 period moving average. That could be our A or one, B or two, C or three later. One, two, three, four, five. A or one, B or two, C or three. There we go. There we go. Come on. We're gonna do a magic trick. Here's a magic trick. He's like, silly rabbit tricks are for kids, Greg, right? Triple tweezers. What a reach down. Oh, 44.57. Four tweezers. It's like that sale I caught today. Buy two packages of water, 224 packages of water, and get two for free. So I got 2 and 2 again. They had soda water on sale too. Buy two, get two free. There we go. Come on. We have 5 minutes. We have 5 minutes to make some money.
Buy, buy, buy! Buy, buy, buy!
We might we get the old high. That's 2,500 bucks is some good money. All right. Come on. Break that moving, break that 55 moving average. Let's do it. Everybody get out and push. Ah. Don't be so. Come on, encourage him, encourage him. See, you get more bees of honey than with vinegar. If that's how that goes, I don't remember that. I said it wrong. Well, 11 people haven't left. You got your double bottom. I love double bottoms. I can't lie. Look at double bottom here and a double bottom there. Boom, boom. All right. Uh, you get big double bottoms, right? Don't you find them attractive? It's like the double bottoms. I don't know. Oh, scary. Let's go. Let's go. I mean, this thing ran down these red candles. Usually we have symmetry where we have a lot of red candles. We usually get a bunch of green ones to even it out. So we form symmetry. It's like a Valentine's heart when you were a kid. You know, your teacher like draw a piece of paper and draw it in half because you couldn't cut right. So you cut it and then you unfold it. It makes a heart. So this creates a symmetry pattern, right? You guys done that before, right? No, we didn't have scissors because, they said kids would hurt themselves. So you have this symmetry, the rule of symmetry, right? Where you have bearish candles on one side dropping, right? And then you usually have a return. Thank you, ma'am. Up something. Oh, I did. Some of our gang is talking on Teams. Right? So you get this. Right. And usually the time it took to drop, and you can measure time this way too, right? Right? Because this is the time it took and the midpoint, right? And usually it takes the equal amount of time to get to the other side, right? So at this time, we should be that's 9 o'clock, right? Okay. Come on. What are you doing? What you doing? What you doing? You playing? You want to play dollar yen? Oh, no, no, no. No boy. Bad boy. Bad boy. Wrong way. Ooh, really wrong way. Right. This is coming to a fib, right? Let's see. 50% retracement. 618 is the golden ratio, the golden mean, 618, 144.59. Nine o'clock candle. It's 9 o'clock. Oh, well, I see 9 o'clock on my clock. 5:59. That's the new 9 o'clock candle. And it's a bullish candle. And the crowd goes wild.
House of pleasure.
Let's do it, baby. This dude stars and stripes. New high, breakout, baby, breakout. Pay me. Oh, come on now. You can do it. You can do it. We got the 44.62 by 63. Got a lot of empty space. There we go. Kill it. Kill it. There we go. Thank you. right, guys. That was exciting, huh? That was pretty exciting. Yeah. So, so that's gonna end it for me, guys. I want to thank you so much for being with me here. And tell a friend. Remember, our school community is available. And I wish you a happy 4th of July. And even if you don't celebrate 4th of July, celebrate freedom wherever you are. Again, my name is Dr. Greg McLeod. God bless. Peace and pips. Happy pipping. Bye.